Welcome to Tech Talk Central. I'm Nathan.
And I'm Sarah.
Today we're diving deep into the world of smart notebooks. It's a real face-off.
That's right. We're looking at two heavyweights trying to replace your paper notebooks. The reMarkable Paper Pro bundle versus the Amazon Kindle Scribe.
A listener really wanted us to get into the nitty-gritty beyond just the marketing hype.
Exactly. So our mission today is a clear, critical look at the core differences. We're talking the reMarkable Pro, that's the RM81C 1000NW, against the latest 2024 Kindle Scribe.
It really feels like a clash of philosophies, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. You've got this dedicated, almost pure, paper-like experience on one side.
Versus the deep Amazon ecosystem integration, plus all that new AI stuff on the other. Okay, let's unpack this. We really have to start with the reMarkable Paper Pro because, well, the headline feature, the thing you notice immediately is the color.
Right, that's the huge leap for the Pro version. They're calling it the ultimate paper tablet, specifically because, finally, you can write, sketch, and read in color on a reMarkable.
Which was a big ask from users for a long time.
Oh, yeah. People love the feel of reMarkable, but no color. That was a major drawback for, designers, anyone marking up complex charts or graphs.
And the screen itself is pretty big, too. It's an 11.8-inch canvas color display. Specs say 2160 by a 1620 pixels resolution.
Which is quite large. Great for sketching, gives you lots of room.
But here's the immediate question, isn't it? With color e-ink, are you maybe sacrificing a bit of text sharpness for that color capability?
That's the million-dollar question, really. Color ink tech is getting better, fast. But yeah, sometimes pure black and white text might look a tiny bit less crisp than on a top-tier monochrome screen.
Like the Scribes?
Potentially, yes. But reMarkable seems very focused on eye comfort. It's got this low-glare display, reflects natural light, supposed to cut down on eye strain. Big plus for outdoor use.
And there's an adjustable reading light for night owls.
Crucial feature.
Now, the core reMarkable thing has always been that writing feel. The bundle includes the Marker Plus pen. It's got the built-in eraser on the end.
And they really push this idea of realistic friction and natural writing feel. They want you to feel that slight drag, hear that little scratch, just like pen on paper.
Does it deliver?
From what we gather, yeah, that's their specialty. It leads to really precise control, very responsive, no lag, which is vital if you're drawing detailed stuff or just jotting notes quickly.
Okay, let's talk organization. It runs on Linux, has 16 gigs of storage. Why Linux? Does that matter to the average buyer?
It's subtle, but maybe. It suggests a focus on a very controlled, stable system, probably less open to random third-party apps you might find on Android tablets.
Reinforces that distraction-free idea.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Keeps
yeah.
it focused. Software-wise, you get folders, tags, you can mark up PDFs directly, and that handwriting to text conversion is pretty standard now, but essential for sharing.
And there was that sustainability angle, too.
Right. It's carbon-free certified by Climeco, so they've measured, reduced, and offset the carbon footprint across its life cycle. That's definitely a point for environmentally conscious buyers.
Okay, switching gears dramatically now. Let's talk Kindle Scribe. If reMarkable is about creation and feel, the Scribe feels more about, well, organization, reading, and smarts.
Yeah, their pitch is a dedicated thinking space, leveraging all of Amazon's strengths to replace your notebooks.
The screen is a bit smaller, 10.2 inches, still glare-free, but the resolution is key here, right? Yeah, 300 ppi.
Yep. 300 ppi. So while you lose the reMarkable size and color, you gain really crisp text clarity. That's huge when you're tapping into the massive Kindle book library. Text looks super sharp, like it's printed.
And storage is more flexible, 16, 32, or 64 gigabyte options. But the battery, that's a whole different league.
It's frankly amazing. Up to 12 weeks for reading. Even writing daily, you're looking at maybe 3 weeks.
Compared to the reMarkable Pro's, what, 2 weeks average? That's the price you pay for that big color screen, I guess.
It absolutely is. So if you travel a lot or just hate charging things, the Scribe has a massive advantage there. No contest.
The Scribe also focuses on writing feel, though. Premium pen included. It doesn't need charging, which is nice.
Little convenience factor, yeah.
And the screen is textured, aims for that pen-on-paper sound and feel, similar to reMarkable.
It does. But the real game changer, the thing that sets the Scribe apart, is the built-in AI notebook tools. This thing isn't just passive storage.
Okay, but hang on. AI tools. Doesn't that mean your notes have to go to the cloud? A lot of people like these devices because they feel private offline.
That's the trade-off, 100%. To use the AI summary or the handwriting refinement, yeah, that processing happens in Amazon's cloud. You have to be comfortable with that.
But the payoff is potentially pretty big. Summarizing notes?
Yeah, up to 15 pages of notes at a time, it can generate a summary for you.
15 pages, that's a lot. That could save serious time.
Huge time saver. And then there's the refinement feature. It can take your messy handwriting up to 10 pages worth and convert it into a neat, script-like font.
Wow. For sharing meeting notes or something.
Exactly. The sources say it works best for, like, narrative text, not super complex diagrams. But still, cleaning up scribbles instantly. Very useful for professionals.
And then there's the reading side, access to the whole Kindle store, obviously. But that active canvas feature sounds really smart. Explain that again.
Active Canvas is clever. Normally, writing notes in an ebook is awkward, right? The text shrinks or gets pushed around.
Yeah, it's clunky.
Active Canvas dynamically reflows the book's text on the page to create white space right next to the paragraph you're annotating, so your notes stay locked in context.
Even if you change the font size later.
Even if you change the font size, your notes stay put right where you made them. Super useful for students, researchers, anyone who actively engages with text.
Plus, getting documents onto it seems easier. Send to Kindle handles, PDFs, Word docs, EPUBs.
Yeah, the import process is generally smoother than reMarkable's more manual approach. Easier to get work documents on there to mark up.
So when you boil it all down, two very different devices aiming for slightly different users.
Fundamentally different philosophies, I'd say. You can't just declare one better overall. It depends entirely on what you need.
Right. So the choice comes down to your priority, doesn't it? Are you after that color display and the absolute best tactile writing sketching feel, that pure paper replacement idea?
That's the reMarkable Pros corner.
Or do you need the deep integration with a huge library, crazy long battery life, and those powerful AI tools for summarizing and organizing notes?
Then you're leaning towards the Scribe.
Let's talk sacrifices, though. Choose the reMarkable Pro. You get the big color screen.
But you give up potentially 10 weeks of battery life compared to the Scribe for reading, and you don't get that seamless Kindle library access or the AI feature.
Choose the Scribe. You get the AI, the battery, the bookstore.
But you lose the larger screen real estate, and crucially, you lose color for sketching or annotation. It's monochrome only.
So it really forces you, the listener, to ask, who are you? What's your main use case? If you're a visual thinker, a designer, an architect, maybe that color on the reMarkable Pro is non-negotiable.
The pure writing and sketching freedom, yeah. But if you're a busy professional, an academic, drowning in meeting notes and PDFs, you need to mark up and summarize quickly.
Then that Scribe AI toolkit and the battery life might be invaluable, a real productivity booster.
Totally.
So think about it. Is it the experience of color and tactile feel, reMarkable, or the sheer utility of AI assistance and ecosystem depth, Scribe? Both promise distraction-free writing, but they interpret that mission very differently.
And maybe a final thought to chew on. While both are digitizing notes, what happens to our own memory and understanding when the machine starts doing the summarizing for us?
Does relying on AI synthesis change how deeply we actually learn or retain the information ourselves?
It's something worth considering, isn't it, as you weigh your options between these two very capable but very different devices.
Definitely food for thought. Well, as a wrap on this deep dive.
To find the latest prices and deals, be sure to check out the links in the description below.
And if you found this comparison helpful, maybe a little illuminating, please do take a second to subscribe to our channel, Tech Talk Central. We'd appreciate it.